Fedi.
Now I've started to go live. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everybody. I'm so sorry. I was assuming I was live, and it turns out I wasn't. So inshallah khair. Hopefully now I've actually gone live properly. Hopefully. I think I went live earlier, so I don't know, man. This technology stuff.
It's working now.
Alright, alhamdulillah. Alright, outreach time. I'm going to be doing outreach. We're going to be reviewing Adam's sales call. Adam was giving us a little review of his week and everything like that, so inshallah, I'll have him repeat it in a second. But let's do the outreach very quickly. Hey Wickers, it's great to be connected. I wanted to reach out to you because I was curious if you had the capacity to take on more clients at the moment. If so, I would love to send you some information about how you can sign 3 clients in the next 30 days who see you as the authority. If that's at all interesting, just like this message, and if it's not, then no worries at all. Alright, very nice. If the audio is a bit loud, anyway, just let me know. I'll move my mic.
The echo's still there.
The echo's still there?
Yeah, you need to remove the echo.
Let's see. Is the echo still there now? Issue is nobody can hear you. So what I'll do is I'll mute myself.
Yeah, the echo is gone now. Echo is gone. It has a delay whenever I watch the stream. I can't hear anything now.
Yeah, because I'm muted. So that it doesn't have the echo. Just in case it has the echo again. When you say it has the echo, is that from you talking, by the way? They shouldn't have that. I can tweak actually my mic settings a little bit.
It's when you talk, it makes the echo now.
When I talk?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go on to... The D-gate is it loud? I think it's loud max. No, it's not. It's D-gate. Alright, Bismillah. Increase it there. Try and talk now, Adam.
Hello?
Yeah, it doesn't pick it up. Okay. Hopefully I still sound okay. Because it's close to me. Adam, try and talk again.
Okay, I'm talking again.
Double check if it doesn't echo for me. I'm going to keep sending outreaches.
Yeah, you still have an echo, Fedi.
It still has a clipping echo.
So you have the echo, but I don't now. It's the other way around.
Allah. Okay. Let's come back into mic settings. Let's shift my D-gate back to what it was earlier, which was like minus 45 or so. Okay. Alright, what could be getting the echo? Additional output. Default. Let's put this to that. FIGO sources. I do apologize, by the way, if the output was not very nice at all. Let me make sure I fix it. No, that's not what I want. Get rid of that. Audio input, no. Capture card of audio. So now there's my microphone, which I'm using right now. There's my macOS screen capture. That's making a noise. Alright, let me go with this. Okay. macOS screen capture. It's muted now. macOS audio capture. And it's okay. So when I talk, it repeats it. This is so annoying to have flipping difficulties at the moment. Let me. Does it now repeat itself, or but the audio input isn't working anymore? So let me just change that to. Does it now repeat itself? Can I just do this actually with this one? No, sorry.
That seems good.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me now. Except for the fact that it's still doubling, isn't it? Like you can hear me twice.
No, no, no. It's just once now.
It's just once.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it sound okay on the stream as well?
Yeah, I'm listening to it. It's good on the stream.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. My goodness, technical stuff is so flipping silly and boring. No, we don't want to message this guy. Alright, I got two more people to DM. Bismillah. Hey Andy, it's great to be connected. I wanted to reach out to you because I was curious if you were open to take on more clients at the moment. And if so, I'd love to send you some information about how you can sign 3 clients in the next 30 days who see you as the authority. If that's at all interesting, just like this message, and if it's not, no worries at all. Very quickly, Adam, remind people, actually, let me show them the data as well. How many meetings did we book?
From your account, we got 2.
2. So in 30 messages, we booked 2 meetings. I think that was the same as last time. But alhamdulillah, that's quite good. So obviously, we're going to keep going. I got one more to send. Lamia, are you even a fit or are you not?
If you'd like, my first client who I had, he's sending me a lot of VSLs. I asked him to make a new one, so we can review that if you want to.
The VSL from Phil?
Yeah, he's sending
Could
me a
do.
lot of new ones right now.
Could do. Okay. Let me quickly put these guys in the sheet. We've got Andy. Copy address. Oops.
The audio is good now.
Alhamdulillah. How's your fast coming along, Adam?
It's okay. I did it yesterday, to be honest.
MashaAllah. Alright, just 4 outreaches. A bit slow. That's something we're going to look to improve, inshallah. I think that's because we're using the free version of LinkedIn, isn't it, Adam? So our
Yeah.
connection requests are not as much as it would be if somebody were to send, or somebody were to pay for like Sales Navigator and stuff like that. So that's just a factor of life. You pay for stuff, you get better stuff. Is what it is. All right, let's get your sales call up as well. Bismillah. Here it is. Bam. All right. Let's just make sure everybody can hear it, and then I'll check the chat in a second.
So what we'll do, Gabriel, is I'll start off by asking you some questions about your business, your goals, and the application you sent through. Then if it's...
Can you hear that fine? Can everybody hear that okay?
There's a bit of an echo again with that one.
Yeah, so that's fine. I'll just mute my mic because obviously my mic is going to be playing what comes out the screen as well. It's like next to it. So inshallah, I'll just mute my mic. I haven't fully sorted my mic settings. Hopefully the audio is good in general. But yeah, so inshallah khair. Let me say assalamu alaikum to everybody. Wa alaikum assalam. Wa alaikum assalam. Yeah, thank you for letting us know. Hopefully it's now fixed. And wa alaikum assalam to Abdullah, Sajid, and Nitrate. It's not very healthy to be Nitrate. But inshallah, obviously your name is Farhan. Alright, I'm going to mute myself. We're going to watch this on 1.25 speed. Actually, let's watch it on 1.35 speed. And let's go.
Sounds like we're a good fit. I'll explain our program and how that works. And then at the end, you can decide if you want to be a part of it or not.
Sure, but that's fine. But you're trying to qualify me, but I'm trying to qualify you.
I will go over everything I do and I will show you in detail. I have a little slideshow to literally show you everything step by step, so don't worry about that.
Adam, you should have said yes. I am trying to qualify you, because we're almost at capacity with the clients that we work with, and we only work with very particular people to make sure that everything works out. So I would have said yes.
Okay, yeah,
You could have just put it simply like, yeah.
I can't hear the call, by the way, whenever you're playing it.
You can't hear the call.
No.
So you can't hear the call now. Did you not hear it at all when I was muted, or what was the issue?
I didn't hear it at all.
Okay,
Should I
let's
just
see.
share and play it?
Let me just make sure this is working fine. This is so annoying with streaming and having everything set up. Alhamdulillah. Let me make sure. Okay, so the display, LG. Okay. Let me make sure that's fine. macOS audio capture, macOS screen capture. Okay, let me do this instead then. Okay, tell me if you can hear it. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
Okay, then let's get started. So, Gabriel, can you tell me what motivated you to put time aside and take this call with me today?
Growth. I know I have great value, probably some of the best in the world.
Did you hear that, by the way? Could you hear the call there?
No.
I'll make sure. You still can hear it? Okay. So many technical difficulties. SubhanAllah. Really testing the patience of people watching it. All right, let me just reset all my audio stuff to make sure I don't mess anything up. So now you can just hear me talk, right? Okay, I assume you can only hear me talk now. Right. Well, the echo is back. How the heck is the echo back? I've literally got nothing turned on in my OBS setting other than my microphone. That is so weird. Okay, that's there. Mac OS audio capture. Okay, I'm going to turn this one off. Remove. I'm going to turn off my camera. Remove. Okay, I'm going to turn off my screen capture. Remove. Okay, it's black, right? My screen is completely black, hopefully, to everybody, and you can just hear my voice. Right? Okay, I assume that is correct. Now, I'm going to add a media source. No, not a media source, sorry, that's wrong. So clearly the microphone is giving me headaches when it comes to this stuff. So video capture device is going to be my camera. Audio capture card device, I assume, going to be my main screen. So device, input format, capture card device. No, that's something else. That's my camera. Let's remove that for now and not add a camera in. macOS screen capture. Let's add that. Okay. So now you can see my screen, correct? Like everybody can see my screen. If you can see my screen, does it echo at all? Adam Habibi, what can you tell me?
Yeah.
Does it still echo or does it not echo at all?
They're saying I can see your screen, but your voice is robotic.
My voice is what?
Your voice has become robotic now.
Become robotic, my voice. Subhanallah al-Azim. Okay. I don't see how my voice would become robotic. Let's see. Echo. Let's see if I turn that off there. Okay. The issue is that something, like my output here, let me just turn that back on. My output here, this is so annoying for people watching. My output here is supposed to be my screen capture. If I turn it to LG TV, okay, is it still echoing, by the way? But now I don't care how I sound. Just is it still echoing?
Okay, they can understand you.
Can you not? You can't understand me.
No, they can. They can.
Okay. Does it echo or does it not echo?
No, there's no echo.
There's no echo. Okay, cool. I'm gonna play the video now. Tell me if you can hear it. The call.
At a global level, but the sale is not reasonable at all. And
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Okay. If I mute myself, I'm gonna mute my microphone. Tell me if you can still hear.
I don't think that's fair on me or fair on the world. So those who are good enough or good enough at prospecting and closing, I can't resist. I'll give you a chance.
Okay,
I'll just have to safeguard myself while I'm at it.
of course.
Could you hear that, Ed and Habibi?
No, I'll just watch it from the stream. It's fine.
No, I'm not saying you're not supposed to hear it from the Zoom call. I'm talking about hearing it from the stream.
Yeah.
Tell me if you can hear it from the stream. And then let me check the chat really quickly. What happened to the stream? Where is my stream? Okay. Let's see. Okay, you can see and you can hear it. Alhamdulillah. Okay, I do genuinely apologize, Ikhwan, for the fact that it took so long to get everything set up. I do apologize. Okay. Inshallah khair. Jazakum khair for your patience. Jazakum khair. Okay. Does my voice sound like does it sound like Optimus Prime? Does my voice sound like Optimus Prime or is my voice okay now? What does it sound like to you? It's okay. When Adam talks, I'll be muting myself anyway. How does my voice sound? Do I sound like Optimus Prime? Yeah, I sound like Optimus Prime. Right, let's tackle that really quickly then. What made me sound like Optimus Prime? This is fine. This is also fine. Let me unplug and replug my mic. There you go. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now if I go here, wavelength microphone FX, hopefully I shouldn't sound like Optimus Prime. Let me check the chat just in case I sound like Optimus Prime. If not, by the way, Khwan, I will literally just play the sales call from zero, give it a couple of reviews so we can actually get started. I still sound like Optimus Prime? Subhanallah al-Azim. Okay, this is going to be a thing I'm going to have to solve another day. Is it bearable or is it unbearable? This is going to go live on YouTube afterwards, so I'm just going to have to make a little apology for the sound itself. Subhanallah. Okay, I'll fix this another time. Inshallah khair. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much. Adam, are you watching everything from stream or do you want me to share my screen?
Watching from stream.
Okay, up to you. No, actually, it's fine. Look, I'm going to share my screen because... Oops. I'm going to share my screen because I don't see the point in you watching it from stream, especially if I want to show you things quickly, basically. So there you go. I sent you a request.
I get it.
All right, bismillah. All right, so just mute the stream, inshallah khair. I'll keep checking the chat if there's anything. And let us begin. I'm going to mute myself. Let's start from zero. You're dealing with a type A personality, by the way, with this guy, Adam, meaning he has a big ego. So that's the main thing to remember. This guy has a big ego. He's very goal-oriented, and he doesn't have much humility. So the way you should have handled a few things that I can see already happening is by breaking his ego down. Like, if you were the best, then surely you'd already be signing a bunch of clients. Like, clearly something is missing there, right? Anyway, I'm going to mute myself. Let's get watching.
Perfect. So what we'll do, Gabriel, is I'll start off by asking you some questions about your business, your goals, and the application you send through. Then if it sounds like we're a good fit, I'll explain our program and how that works. And then at the end, you can decide if you want to be a part of it or not.
Sure, but That's fine, but you're trying to qualify me, but I'm trying to qualify you.
I will go over everything I do and I will show you in detail. I have a little slideshow to literally show you everything step by step.
So here you should have been like, no, I'm trying to qualify you, Gabriel. Like we have a short capacity. We're not going to be able to work with everybody. I'm making sure that we can help you and that you're a good fit for us. Like,
Noted for next time.
yeah, you want to make sure you're going in with that frame, Habibi. They're trying to prove themselves to you. You're not trying to prove yourself to them. Because they get the privilege of working with you. You see, people who are really attached to money, they really care about working with people. They really care about people because they want their money. But from you, Habibi Adam, obviously you're not attached to money in the sense that, well, I know you're not as attached to money as I know a lot of people are, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you should care about the fact that you want to work with the right kind of people and that you don't care how much money they bring to you because money's going to come naturally anyway. Like Allah's taking care of that for you. So you don't want people to bring headaches into your life. I think Gabriel is one of those people that will bring headaches into your life. Unless you humble him and get him on the same page as you. So let's continue watching.
So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay, then let's get started. So Gabriel, can you tell me what motivated you to put time aside and take this call with me today?
Growth. Um, I I know I have great value, probably some of the best in the world at a global level, but the sale is not reasonable at all. And I don't think that's fair on me or fair on the world. So those who are good enough or appear good enough at prospecting and closing, I can't resist. I'll give you a chance.
Okay,
I'll just have to safeguard myself while I'm at it.
of course. So what have you tried so far to fix?
Okay, so instead of saying what have you tried so far to fix that, say what that thing is. So what have you tried so far to sign clients? Right? What have you tried so far to become known? What have you tried so far to like fix your bottleneck of sales? But always ask, what have you tried so far to, if they don't tell you something specific, make it specific. If you don't make it specific, their answer is also not going to be specific. And that's not going to help you in any way. So just make it incredibly specific and be like, what have you done so far to, and then the thing itself, what have you done so far to get people to know who you are? What have you done so far to increase your pipeline? What have you done so far to make sense, Adam?
Yeah,
Awesome.
fix this.
I've hired people and I let my guard down and they took my money, didn't deliver, and probably almost made my life worse. So
So you've been burnt.
several times. And the real success is perseverance. So, but you learn your boundaries once you realize that there's always another fake, another fake, another fake. So you get better at discerning very quickly
I'm really sorry
what
that you've
wasn't
been.
worth.
I
Pardon?
apologize that you've been burnt before many times. You know, hopefully we can make it up in this time. I just wanted to ask, the times you were burnt before, did they
You don't have to say that, Habibi. You don't have to say we'll make it up this time. You see, you're so soft-hearted, you're so kind. It's not a bad thing, by the way. I'm just saying, in sales, you're not supposed to tell them I'm going to solve your problem until the pitch, right? And like you saying that doesn't, like, this is the effect you think it has. You think the person goes, oh, this guy's different. I'm so happy he's different. He's thinking, yeah, all the other guys told me the exact same flipping thing. Like, it doesn't do anything. Do you see what I mean? Like, it doesn't increase pain. In fact, it decreases pain. And it also just increases the person's, what's it called? It decreases, actually, the person's receptibility to listening to you. Because instead of telling them what they should hear, you're telling them what they want to hear. And that's not how you close a deal, basically. So what do you think on that, Habibi?
Yeah, I can't really say anything. Have a written contract or guarantee with you or no?
The truth is, I don't believe in written contracts or guarantees. I offer it, and other people don't even take it seriously anymore. Now, I have a reputable brand that people could really take held accountable. Nowadays, the people who give guarantees have no reputable brand. They can't be verified. They can't be found. So, what is their guarantee sitting on? Nothing. Nothing at all. So, there you go.
Okay. How long have you had this problem for?
Well done for redirecting the call back to the questions that you were asking. Because that could have gone a very different direction. If you had a big ego, which I know you don't, Adam, but some people, like, they'd want to push on Gabriel. They go, well, Gabriel, if they had a contract, where's the issue? Do you know what I mean? Like, I personally, people like Gabriel, I don't want to work with, and they annoy me. And in fact, this is why Mohammed, my business partner, is so much better at sales than me, because he can handle these people. He can deal with them. He can remove them. He can break down their ego. I just want to tell that person to just go away. Like, I just want to go, you're annoying. Like, who do you think you are? Especially people like Gabriel that just aren't making a lot of money with their business. How much? Do you know how much Gabriel was making, Adam?
In his SaaS one, he's making a bit. Well, so he'll go over it in the call, I think.
I've been in business 20 years now. So 20 years next year. So, but the serious need for a good business development team, like obsession with it, has been going for 4 years. Well,
Okay.
it's three, almost 4 years. So it's 3 years going 4 years. But everything is one step at a time. So really, the full-time effort for a good salesperson is only 2 to 3 years. But it's been relentless, like running campaign, hiring people, giving one person a chance, giving the other one a chance, and then the other one, and then the other one, and the other one. That's where we're stuck right now. Good business development team.
So you're stuck with finding the right partner to do your systems for you and get you those appointments.
Yes, because we need that partner. If we have a good
Allah, very well done, Adam. Clarifying what he needs.
partner, that person will make lots of money. Will make lots of money. But we haven't found anyone with the sense yet.
Okay. So what do you sell at your business?
We are diversified, so we have a transport software as a service. It's a bit more lower ticket, but it's
If I were you, straight away, by the way, on this, just so that everybody's clear, this guy has a transport SaaS, so a software company, and he also has his leadership coaching. Now, Erdem, obviously, we work with coaches and consultants, right? For us to build out the systems for them, we have to work with coaches and consultants. If I were you, Erdem Echi, just send this guy to Lecamus, or, yeah, probably Lecamus, because we're at that capacity. Just send this guy to Lecamus. However, I wouldn't send him to anybody because I don't care about him, right? Now, I know that sounds horrible, but like he's got too big of an ego. So he's just going to give Lockman headaches. But I personally, and we're going to learn from the sales call itself, I would just completely drop this guy and just tell him, look, I don't work with SaaS companies. We either double down on your leadership business or we don't work together. And that's it.
it's part of a consultancy. It's like imagine a doctor, a medical doctor, that has his own remedy for a particular treatment, but it's a doctor. So that's what we are. We have one remedy that is quite good, and then we offer consultancy, which is fine if no one if we only have a few clients one after the other, that's fine. Our focus is just growth. We want to grow along the path that we have. So there's the transport software as a service that is scalable, the coaching course called Core Advantage Program that is also scalable, and we really want to sell those. Seriously, want to sell it.
Okay. And how do you structure your pricing?
Um, in line with what the market is willing to pay.
Did you feel like it was clear what he wanted to do there, Erdem?
No, I thought it was the coaching, but later on it ended up being the SaaS.
So whenever you feel like it's unclear on what the person wants to do, always clarify because your confidence is going to go down on the sales call if you have uncertainty about what's going on. So to make sure you don't have that uncertainty, just clarify it. And if you're wrong, that's good because they're going to correct you and it's going to give you the opportunity to just go, oh, I got it wrong. I can understand it a bit better now. So just for next time, inshallah. There's nothing, a lot of people think it's embarrassing to get things wrong. And they pick that up as a habit from school because school, if you get it wrong, people laugh at you. Your teacher says you got it wrong. Shut up, you're an idiot, whatever it would be, right? Point is, that's not the case when it comes to this. When it comes to business, when it comes to life, if you get something wrong, it's an opportunity for you to learn and it's an opportunity for you to improve. And so there's no negative whatsoever.
For a forward-moving consultant they believe in, it seems like they want to pay about £2,000 max, or about that. I've paid almost 5 grand before, and it wasn't worth it, to be honest with you. The good consultants seem to charge and close at 2,000, and we just help people and follow up and guide them, just guide them.
A little pointer here, he has a belief that charging too much, he just believes that he can't charge a lot. And that's an annoying belief to have. I don't know how this guy thinks he's such a killer if he believes he can't charge a lot. I'm going to get my dates and milk, and I'm going to break my fast, bidnillah. But let's keep watching.
And that's it. And they form our tribe. But ours is £2,000 a month potentially, but we could always make it more generous and competitive.
So it's £2,000 a month. That's what we're going with.
Yes, but if it's not, if it's too high, we could do it free. It's just we're trying to filter we're trying to filter the lousy customers. And free, most of them want free, and yet they don't value it.
It just sounds to me like the problem is not the amount you're charging, it's that you don't have qualified leads so far.
Uh,
Now, explain to me, how long does each client stick with you on average?
so the most I went through my client list. One came.
By the way, you did something really good there, Adam. Except you missed the mark of saying, "Is that right?" Like just double checking with them. It was really good that you confirmed with him, but actually confirm with him. Like say, "Is that right? Did I get that correct?" Or yeah, that way he admits to it as well.
Okay, noted. So close.
And she had an expectation that she would pay £250 for 1 hour session, and I would go on to build a website and build a solution, and she would do absolute nothing. So that one wasn't realistic. So we stayed in touch, but we didn't continue because she's in her zone. So that's it's not about us, it's about the wrong client. Most cases it's just been wrong clients. The best clients, however, seem to be not about money. It seems to be about realizing that this guy moved things forward, and they just stayed in touch and they had something, and before you know it, we got a deal out of it, and the project pays itself. So I would say on the coaching side, we didn't lose any clients. They were just not the right clients, right? Now on the transport SaaS section, most of the viable clients are meant.
At this point, I would have cut him off, Adam. On one thing and one thing only. He's mentioning the SaaS again. You don't work with SaaS companies. You should have made that clear. Why? How come you didn't make it clear, by the way?
I just wanted to hear what his full point was. I don't know why he kept bringing the sass back. But again, noted for next time. Be more aggressive. Don't be as nice in the sales call.
I mean, looking at it as aggressive and nice, like when somebody says aggressive, we have very bad connotations, and rightfully so. And you're not necessarily being nice. Kindness and nice is very two different things. I don't like nice people. I don't get along with nice people. I get along with kind people. Kind people do something out of the love for me. Nice people do something out of fear of like setting me or the fear of rejection, or do you see what I mean? So the best thing about you, Adam, is that when you're with people you know, you're very kind. You're not always nice. You'll tell them, and you'll tell them if they're doing something wrong, right? Because you care for them. Nice people are pathetic. Nice people are the worst kind of people. They only say stuff that you want to hear because they're scared to hurt your feelings. So never look at it as nice versus aggression or kind versus aggression or kind versus aggressive. Always look at it as I'm trying to be kind. A kind person tells the truth and a kind person tries to help somebody. And in this case, you know you can't help him if he's just talking about his SaaS company, but you can help him if he talks about his coaching company. Right. By the way, is there a specific part you want to skip to, Habibi Adam? So far, you're asking the questions very well, mashallah. If you guys remember last week's stream, it's not that Adam was asking the questions terribly, it's just that he wasn't building any pain from the questions. So is there any part, like, do you want us to continue listening to the questions, Adam, to build the pain, or what are you thinking, Habibi?
We can, but if you want, for the sake of time, we can go to the objection handling because I think that's what most people want to see. The questions are always standard. The only difference is there's just a lot more pain created here. Otherwise, yeah.
And I don't know why he felt guilty about it. He said in Dubai, as soon as they see an Egyptian, they go salespeople. I'm like, don't feel bad. I love salespeople. I need you.
I'll take that as a compliment, I guess.
Trust me. Now I'm thinking maybe I should go to Egypt, and instead of me trying to find my stuff in the wrong place, maybe that's where I need to be.
Egypt is known, but not for its salespeople. There's a difference there. Now tell me, because I have another call at 12:30. Is there any questions you have about the system?
So what is your ask? How much are you asking for,
The
Adam?
price. Okay, we'll go over the price. Before I do that, is there anything else at all so we can cover that now? Or is it just the price?
Adam, I'm familiar with this system and it's
Okay.
not worked. And I'm reluctant to part with my money because it hasn't worked upfront. So you would need to have confidence in what you're promising and what you're offering, and you need to have believe in my products in order to genuinely be a good partner. And what I can promise you is this: if you look and you believe, I know this business is worth millions. I know it. So it's a matter of have you found a right product, or are you selling a solution to me that might not work for me.
I am selling a solution to you that
I knew you were going to flipping say a statement. Yeah, Adam, ya Habib, what the heck is this? He just put you on he put you on the spot. And you know when somebody challenges you, like I say, your dad, he goes, so tell me now, are you the kind of person to do X, or are you the kind of person to do Y? Right? Let's say, for example, one time I got told off by my mum. She was like, are you the kind of person who lies? Are you the kind of person who tells the truth to their mum? And the kind of person that loves Allah? Obviously, I'm the kind of person that tells the truth to my mum and loves Allah, right? Like, the point was to get me to admit something. But that didn't move the conversation forward, the one I wanted to have with my mum. So, like I said, I got in trouble, I think it was in school or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember what it was exactly. Point is, Adam, you should have asked him instantly, well, Gabriel, do you not feel like I have confidence in what I was telling you about? Or, Gabriel, do you not think this is going to work for you? Do you see what I mean? Like, you're not solving the problem by just stating what he wants to hear. But what do you think, Adam? What was going through your mind at this time?
Yeah, that's accurate. To be honest, the call before, I was a bit thrown off by some of the things said, if you want me to be really blunt with you.
Bro, I can't blame you. He was glazing you for being Egyptian, saying, "Oh, should I move to Egypt?" Blah 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 blah. I was like, I get you. Like, it's a bit what you're supposed to do then. But at this point, do you see how he placed pressure on you to say a certain thing, when in reality, the correct response wasn't to say anything; it was to actually ask a question. So, what would you have asked? If let's ignore what I said, what would you have asked him? If we re-listen to the last 10 seconds, what would you have asked him?
I
Product,
should
or are you selling a solution to me that might not work for me?
I am selling a solution. I should have said, why won't this solution work? Or let me think, what else is there? Yeah, why won't the solution work? What makes you say that? I think what makes you say that, I keep digging and digging and digging and see what he's gonna say. That's probably the best thing.
Exactly, exactly, Habibi. It's going to come back to the things I said earlier. I was burned before. I don't think these systems work. And he told you, does he have a system in place to generate clients, by the way?
For LinkedIn, no, he was proposing to get a say SDR, so somebody to close sales for him earlier, and I said that's not gonna help because your problem's appointments. So even if you get the SDR, what you gonna do then? And then he admitted it.
Yeah, that's good. Well done. Should have gone through that part. That would have been very good. But you're right. No, like he's still going to have the problem after this. So it's not a question of is this worth it or is this not worth it, which is the way he's positioned it. It's, do you actually believe this is going to work in the first place? Like, do you trust me and my capacity to help you? If the answer is no, it doesn't matter if your price is zero. If your price is zero, it's going to go, well, I don't think it's going to work. I'm just going to try it anyway. Which is why most people who do free trials never get good clients. Why? Because the clients don't trust them. The clients don't trust them at all. Right? And because the clients don't trust them, the clients end up leaving them, they end up ignoring them, and nothing moves forward. So I cannot stress enough here, you got the explicit version, right? This is the obvious version of somebody who does not trust you or what you have to sell. And you were supposed to get to the bottom of that to figure out why or how come he doesn't trust it, so you can persuade him to trust you. Because if he's going to open up to you about it, then he is able to trust you, right? I know that makes sense to you, Adam Habibi. I feel like you had a little bit of a eureka moment there as well when it comes to when somebody puts a challenge on you. Like, for example, they say, I don't want a contract. Oh, how come? What makes a contract for you something that isn't based on trust? What makes you not trust a contract? He'll tell you, and he'll explain to you why he doesn't trust contact. But anyway, let's keep listening.
To you that will work for you because it's worked for us and it's worked for our other clients. I have no problem after this putting you in contact with one of my clients and you can ask them how it's gone for them. So I'll go over our pricing and explain what we do, and then you can decide after, okay?
Okay.
So the investment in our 3 months done for you service is £5,000, and then
See, now you're on the wrong foot. So give him the price, and you don't even know if he wants to buy this thing. All right.
£30 per booked appointment. But we've seen clients who make decisions quickly are the best clients for us, and we always get them the best results. So if you decide to move forward with us in this call, I'll knock off 2K. So it'll be 3K plus 30 per booked appointment. And this 3K comes with a guarantee of 30 qualified appointments. And if we don't get that for you, we process a full refund, and it's written in contract. Would you like me to send that over to you right now?
You could, but I want
How come your how come your call to action was a contract sending over?
Because he kept going early about how he's been burnt.
You should have tackled that earlier, or you should have tackled that separately because now, because you said like you haven't pointed about moving forward, you just said, "Can I send you over the contract?" So the call to action in this guy's mind, the way to move forward, is through receiving the contract, not paying you money. You see what I mean? It's like it's very like you confuse people when you say, you know, um, like if somebody says, "When should we move forward?" Like, should we move forward today? They're like, "Yeah, what's next?" And then you say, "Right, well, I'm just gonna send you the Stripe link." But if you were to go, "Right, yeah, should we send the contract then, or should we get started with the contract?" Then the payment isn't the natural avenue. Is basically what I'm saying. And if the payment isn't the natural avenue, then they'll object to paying, or they'll just dodge the question and then just won't pay. Right? Make sense?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll just say keep watching.
Accept it because your contract is valued by me based on your company registration and your trust or review your Trustpilot review accounts and how long you have been in business. That's how I value it, nothing else.
Okay. As for how long, it's been since about Christmas time, since we've really.
Again, you keep putting yourself on the back foot. You keep like when somebody tells you, by the way, Juan, this goes for everything. What's your accreditation? How long have you been in business? You don't answer the question. You're not supposed to answer the question. You're supposed to ask. You're supposed to ask questions such as, well, how long am I supposed to be in business for you to trust me? Right? Or what's so important about the length or the time somebody's been in business for you? Oh, if somebody's been in business longer, I trust them more. Okay. What makes you not trust somebody? Like, what about somebody being new makes you not trust them? Oh, they don't have the experience. They don't understand what they're selling, what they're doing, etc., etc. Okay, cool. Do I give you that impression? Like, you can just push it and be honest, or you can say something along the lines of, for example, they'll keep giving you reasons. You might say something along the lines of, right, well, for you, have you ever heard of the story of the 20-year-old salesman and the 6-year-old salesman? No, I haven't. Okay, cool. Let me tell you a story. My point is that you can either handle it with a story or just logic trap them. Logic trap them is making them see that there is no logic in their argument. No logic whatsoever. And in this case, instead of like asking him a question of why is it so important for you to be like have Trustpilot reviews, how long you've been in business, etc., that doesn't help you. Adam, can you see how all of this is a manifestation of the fact that he does not trust you? He does not
Yeah.
think this will work for him.
Yeah,
Right?
looking at the call now, it does look like that.
Why do you think that is, Habibi?
I don't think I hit the points good enough in the middle part. Because he gave other objections as well.
I think the real reason why he doesn't trust you is because, not because of you specifically at the start. I can assume from a lot of the stuff he's talking about, it's past experiences that have him being untrustworthy. Sorry, untrusting, not untrustworthy. And you didn't bring those out into the open. You've just gone past them, basically. Or instead of getting them out into the open and trying to tackle them and get rid of them, you've just let him waffle on about something and answered his questions rather than asking him questions. So this is what I'm telling you is that like you have to remember people from their past experience will see you in that image. Meaning if somebody got burned before, if somebody had their heart broken, if somebody has been like punched by people, like it doesn't matter what it is, I'm basically telling you any past experience somebody has, they have a lens, it's almost like they have glasses now, where everybody they see is seen through those glasses. Somebody punched me in the past, I need to be careful not to get into a fight. And then they look at you and they might be thinking, is this somebody I'd get in a fight with? You see what I mean? Like everything they look at is through that lens of their past experience. And so what you have to do is get them to admit that they're comparing you to what was there before. Okay, and to understand that comparing you to what was there before is stopping them from progressing and actually succeeding with their business. So I cannot stress this enough, Edemechi. This entire time you're going to be on the back foot, and that's what's going to hold you back from closing. I can tell. I don't need to hear your objection handling because you're not actually handling objections here. You're just answering questions. All right? There's a difference between objection handling and answering questions. Does that make sense, Habibi?
Yeah. You started?
Last Christmas.
Yes.
Okay.
As for Christmas time, that's really when we started. If you want testimonials, I can send that over to you and put you in contact with clients. What else are you looking for?
I don't trust strangers. I don't trust third parties. So
These are
testimonials, I have testimonials, they're authentic, and yet I've been losing in the game. You know why? Because there's plenty of fake testimonials out there. People don't have.
This guy is one of the most insecure people I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, no offense to him, I'm not trying to like bash Gabriel, right? Because it's obviously not good that we speak bad about somebody. But you haven't tackled his egoism. And that's another issue in the call, Habibi Adam. You have, like, mashallah alik, I think you built a decent amount of pain, but you haven't tackled his ego. So you might say something along the lines of, you're telling me your testimonials haven't helped you sign more clients? No, they have. So what's the issue? Do you see what I mean? Like, you're not challenging this guy. This guy needs a slap on the wrist from his mother telling him to stop pretending to be a child and just grow up and live in the real world. Stop thinking he's the best in the world and start proving he's the best in the world. But obviously you can't do that, Habibi Adam. That would be weird for you to do that with Gabriel. He's a grown-ass man and you don't even know where he lives or what he looks like. My point is, though, you have to do that figuratively on the sales call. This is why I don't like prospects like this, is because I don't want to be their mum. I don't want to, right? I hate doing that. But you have to give them the slap on the wrist and be like, look, I don't know what you're talking about, you being the best. I'm not trying to hurt you here, but I'm trying to tell you the truth. You're not the best. You don't have your sales sorted. You don't have a predictable process. You not trusting anybody is weird because nobody seems to be trusting you. Otherwise, they'd be buying from you. Anyways, my point is that you have to challenge his ego, right? So let's keep listening because I don't think you do. Let's see a response to this, what you say.
People are confused by it.
Well, these people I'm going to send you are authentic, and you can find them on LinkedIn and see what they do. And
See, Adam, you respond again. You don't give him a question. Yeah,
okay,
Habibi.
I got the point. You'll see that even before.
I love this, by the way. Do you know why? Because I reacted the same way with my brother. When my brother was getting objections, he would just respond to the objection. Right. So I think you know. Like, I think it's going to be painful for you to listen and have me yell at you for the rest of the call, because you know obviously that like you were on the back foot the entire time on handling the objections, and that's normal. That's a good lesson to take, especially from somebody, because this is like the most extreme you'll see, by the way, Adam. Like, Gabriel's incredibly pushing. He's incredibly like dominating. So this is the most extreme you'll get it, Habibi. So if you learn from Gabriel, you're never going to get somebody like him again, basically. Or at least it's going to be very rare, inshallah.
If you go to the end, he was willing to do a 300 a month.
But how much do you charge?
3,000. He said he'll pay the remainder at the end. That was what he was going with.
So 3,000 for the first month or 3,000 per month?
No, 3,000 for the 3 months. He was saying to do 300, so 900 for the 3 months, then he pays the other 2.1k.
How does that reflect a trust unto you?
Well, you just have to play it. I can't say anything else. I'm just gonna get shouted at.
No, but I'm asking you in terms of like, what do you think that what if he's unwilling to pay you £3,000? What does that say about him or about you? And how he feels about you, not about you specifically, but how he feels about you.
I didn't address the actual trust issue. I tried to build trust with him earlier. He kept saying you're not like everyone else, but I didn't do it enough. I had to do it more.
There was a bit of a trust gap. However, and this is why I want people to understand, and this is why I want you to understand as well, it's a continuum, right? It's not like he trusted you, he didn't trust you. It's not like it's not binary basically. It's not like yes, no, trust, not trust. He's somewhere on the lower end, let's put not trust here. He's somewhere on the lower end of not trusting you, but he still trusts you a little bit. He was willing to part way with £300 per month, right? For 3 months, and then pay you the rest after. Now, if I were you, I'd be suspicious of him actually following through with that, and so I would have potentially challenged that. Not right now, not in the call. I'm saying like for you, I'd be like, I'm just gonna count as a lost call. Let me just move on. Let me find another person to call. Let me find another meeting to book. Because the issue I have with this, and that's what I'm telling you, is that if you look at it from a value perspective, do you value somebody in your life who devalues you and doesn't trust you? No. So you wouldn't even say yes to this offer. But if you're somebody who just wants to make money, somebody who just wants to get paid, then you'd go, right, this, like, it seems fair, he doesn't trust me. But no, that's not, like, I'm saying this is not how you're trying to build a business. And so always be conscious that if somebody is trying to decrease their price, trying to decrease how much they pay you, it's a lack of trust. Not that there's a zero trust, but there's a lack of it. So for you, Adam, I'm going to mute myself because I want to hear what your biggest lessons are from the call in general. Like, now that you have a bit more hindsight, don't tell me what you could have done better on the call. So I actually think you did pretty well in the call. I actually think this was the first time you had somebody like Gabriel on a sales call. I think you've probably dealt with people like Gabriel in your life. You definitely have. But I don't think you've dealt with people like Gabriel on a sales call. So not necessarily what would you do, what's your lesson that you take away from this that would help you do better in your next sales calls? Not just in terms of people like Gabriel, but just in general.
Never ever get put on the back foot again. And if they put objections, break it down with questions and go to the root. Don't, try to address it directly because that's what they want and that goes into the track they want, not the track I want.
Amazing, Yahi. And if somebody challenges your pricing or tries to pay you less, what are you going to do?
Beyond a certain point, there's no compromise.
And why should you have no compromise? Like, if we were to look at it from a tactics perspective, if you will, you're not going to compromise your pricing because if you compromise your pricing, you're moving forward with somebody who doesn't fully trust you. That's what I'm trying to say to people. It's your moral objective to help somebody as much as possible. You don't believe somebody can help you if you don't trust them, right? Or at least you don't believe them fully. So these people don't believe in you fully. And if they don't believe in you fully, they're not going to even attempt to try their best when working with you. So I cannot stress it enough. When you get an objection, when somebody doesn't trust you, when they try and decrease your price, bring that out into the open. Try and understand, why do you want to work with me for less? Like, what have I said that makes you not want to trust me? So that way you can understand and help them move forward from that and pay you, right? Which is obviously the goal, to have them pay you. So that makes sense, Eda, Habibi.
Yeah, it's not just in sales, because I guess in general life as well.
Absolutely. In general life. I won't say anything personal like about anybody in general, but I think most of us, especially as Muslims, right? Most of us have family members that are in a culture where the parents tend to be very, very, not necessarily pushy, but very dominating, very domineering. And sometimes we don't know how to deal with that. And I'm not saying we're trying to like push back on our parents. What I'm saying is that we're trying to at least understand where our parents are coming from. And it can be difficult sometimes because it makes us emotional. It makes us angry. They say things that we don't agree with. Your goal, the same way we do on sales calls, is to understand what is behind what that person is saying. What is behind it? You'll realize your parents love you endlessly, but maybe they don't trust you endlessly. They don't believe in you endlessly. And that's normal because maybe you haven't given them proof to do so, which is what's happening here with Gabriel. Every time he's challenged us, we've landed on the back foot. So when me and Adam, I look forward, inshallah, Adam, to actually being live with you on one of the sales calls. When me and Adam are in a call together, what my goal is to be, if anyone ever pushes back on Adam, is to watch how Adam handles it and then support Adam back up. And sometimes, and I bring this to our personal lives, sometimes we don't have that in our personal lives at all. We don't. And so it's difficult to not be emotional about the way that people talk to us, the way we react to things. Always remember, if you can understand why somebody's saying something or how, like, the reason behind the way somebody said something, like not just what they said, but how they said it, you can often understand that that person is just human. It has nothing to do with you. The same way Gabriel not buying from Adam has nothing to do with Adam, by the way. Like 90% of this call, the issues that come from it is the fact that Adam didn't bring something out in the open that in the past Gabriel dealt with. And if Adam brought it out into the open, then Gabriel would have opened up to Adam and then be able to buy from Adam properly at full price. So I don't think Gabriel's broke. I think Gabriel has the money to buy from you, basically. So what are your thoughts on that, Adam Echi?
Yeah, I just gotta hit another one. Next one is Thursday.
Alright, let's watch a little bit more. And then if there's any questions in the chat, please put them, Ikhwan. I know we've got like 5 viewers. You know, last week I was so gassed. We had like 21 viewers at the same time. Way! Inshallah, I'm going to try and fix a technical difficulty. I'll listen back tomorrow when the video goes live. I'll listen back to it. I want to see what's wrong and how I can fix that. But yeah, shall I put any questions in the chat? We're just going to listen to the last couple minutes.
And then they give you the keys. And then the owner goes off, doesn't try to play games because you're in that house now and you can call the police immediately if that person is trying to change the goalpost on you.
Well, if you want to make that specific to our case, if I try to evict or leave, then you could just call the police and ruin my reputation, which would
No, you're too young.
Just as a little clue, by the way, when somebody says, like the trust thing, for example, they say, well, how do I know you're not going to take my money? How do I know you're not going to escape? How do I know? Like all this stuff. You have to remind them that you're not supposed to say, oh, but you can just call the police. Oh, you can ruin my reputation. Oh, I have so much hinging on this. You literally just say, look, if the thing you care about is your money, right? That's the thing you care most about. Yes. Cool. Well, our payment processor, Stripe, or whatever your payment processor is, will always favor the person who makes the, I don't know what it's called now, the dispute. It will always favor the one who makes the dispute. So is that what you're worried about, Gabriel? Getting your money back? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Well, Stripe's just going to favor you. Like, forget my reputation. Forget you calling the police. Forget anything. Like, if you wanted your money back, you could get it. Regardless if I deliver you the service or not. If I deliver the good service to you, if I deliver the best service to you, you can still dispute your money and get it back. So that's what you want to put it forward as. It's like, you're taking on the risk, whether or not they realize it.
In the business to have to care enough for your reputation. I have a sales professional I gave a chance. I paid him 1,000 up front. He's not as good as you, but he was good at reaching people using the same sort of systems. But even though he used his real name and everything, he had a lot to learn
Of course.
as a businessman.
Well, you have to understand what you need is not just one skill. You're asking for multiple different skills. First, you're asking for how to make personalized voice messages and articulation to allow people to give you that entrance, which they wouldn't give to many other people. And then you need the skill of funneling, the skill of getting people interested looking at your content. Then you need the skill of booking people on. And then you need
I don't need that skill. I don't want the skill. These are your specialized.
Do you see what I mean, Adam? This is what I mean, like, about the ego thing. This would have never happened if you smacked him into his place originally. But now he's happy to challenge you. He feels like he's okay to challenge you. Right? It's like how lions hunt. Like, if they don't get challenged back, they just keep chasing. They're not going to stop chasing. They know that's it. They're the prey. They're the predator, and the thing they're chasing is the prey. And that's it. Like, it's easy to them.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Those are your assets. They are going to be what you have over me. I will cooperate with you so that you build the asset in my interest, but it becomes your asset. And if I don't follow up and keep you, then it's a shame on me. The reason you should be doing business with me is because my company has been around for more than 5 years. And if you sued me as an individual, you will win because there's no judge that would go easy on a evidently wealthy man who makes someone work and not pay them.
I don't really want to listen to this, Adam. I'll be honest with you.
Me too.
Yeah, this guy's just annoying me. And like I feel like this is why hopefully you got from my passion of me like telling you what to improve on. That I don't really blame you for any of this stuff. I'm also just, and I don't have anything against Gabriel. I don't even know the guy. But can you understand how people like Gabriel need to be put in their place? And how if you keep pushing yourself on the back foot, they think they can just keep challenging you again and again and again and again. And they won't stop. Because I know it sounds mean, but these are the kind of people that grew up either being bullied and try to find somebody weaker than themselves, and then they bully them. Or these are the people that had so much to prove in their childhood that they feel like they have to continue telling people that they've succeeded in what they wanted to do. It's just a type A personality. Like, these people are driven, they're ambitious, but they're also incredibly like manipulative to people and like very hurtful to people. So just to let you know, like, next time you get somebody like this, think of Gabriel, remember how you're going to handle with Gabriel. Any last thoughts, Habib Adam? And then I'm going to check the chat.
Never get put on the back foot ever again. Never allow myself to, or never do that willingly, actually. I did it willingly in the call.
Exactly, never willingly. May Allah reward you too. Allahumma ameen wa iyyak. Alhamdulillah, inshallah this will do on these. Yeah, trust, yeah, dakhi, this is absolutely insane. Imagine saying, I don't trust testimonials. Like, what do you trust? Like, what do you trust? What the heck do you want from me? How many clients can you get 3 clients for before you need to hire somebody? What?
I think he means by yourself.
In terms of numbers of outreach, number of appointments, number of close clients. Okay. I mean, I'll assume that. How many clients can you get before you need to hire somebody? Well, if you charge a decent amount and you systemize your processes, meaning they can be repeatable, and they don't take as much effort, then I'd say you can hire 5 clients by yourself if you're working full time. So 5 clients. 5 clients will probably have you working around 10 hours a day. Right? What are the KPI in terms of numbers of outreach? Again, KPIs is not about, you're not supposed to have a KPI, you're supposed to figure out the KPI. Meaning you're supposed to start outreaching, see how many outreaches it takes you to book a meeting. If you book 0 and 1,000 outreaches, then look at your script, look at the way you do the outreach and go, right, I'm probably not resonating with my market. I'm probably saying something that turns them off, something they're not interested in. So let me change what I'm saying until you do book a meeting. Then you have data, meaning a number that you can go, right, cool. If I outreach to 1,000 people, I book 1 meeting. Then you can understand, right, cool. Now I need to book sales calls. Let me book some sales calls. Let me try and close some people. Oh, I only closed 1 in 20 people. Like, you improve from that. You're not supposed to know what to improve on unless you actually start doing it. And so, obviously, I know your question, it's not a bad question, sorry. I'm just giving you the honest answer. Wa alaikum salam, Bashir Habibi. But you have to understand that I can't give you a number. I can't tell you how many hours to do. I can't tell you how many clients you should be closing. If you're asking the question, you're probably not very good at sales. And so I tell you as a priority, just sell. Just go and sell. Go and book sales calls and try and close deals and try and sell. That's what's going to help you make money. It doesn't matter if I tell you how many people you should be closing or not. Like, you can probably only close 1 in 20 people. Then you go, cool, well, let me improve on that. Let me close 2 in 20 people. So that becomes 1 in 10. Oh, let me close 3 in 20 people. Oh, let me close 4 in 20 people. So now it's 2 in 10, etc., etc., etc. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. Anything else? No. I do apologize for technical difficulties. Do I still sound like Optimus Prime, by the way, Adam? If we go onto the... Let me stop sharing my screen here.
I have to check. Wait.
Let me mute myself on Zoom, and you tell me if I sound like Optimus Prime. Let me mute myself on Zoom, and you tell me if I sound like Optimus Prime.
Yeah, it does sound like it.
No! Alright,
I have to fix this before next stream.
Yeah, I definitely will have to fix it before next stream. Inshallah, I'm going to keep playing around with the mic. I just got it yesterday, alhamdulillah. So we'll see. Alright, ikhwan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's make the dua before we go. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum, ikhwan. Take care of yourselves.